Ban all the floodgates. Fuck them. I made an argument about Materia Beast that you could ban it, but in the same fucking video I said it could be seen as a preventative measure, but people called me a fucking idiot. You could have that. I mean, if that's what's gonna stop all the bitching and shit, just ban all the motherfuckers. Not being serious. Who the fuck came up with the term floodgate? But it is pretty appropriate. But you have to go first and you have to draw them and your opponent can't have the out. But nigga, if they don't have that out, I'm gonna teach you how to dug it. And you have to also have a way to pressure your opponent. This shit has never, ever been reliable. The only time you could say that it has been somewhat is when certain cards that were considered floodgates weren't limited. Vanity's Emptiness, Skill Drain. Anti-Speccl Fragrance, Goes in Match, Rivalry, Vanity's Emptiness, Skill Drain. Kaiser Coliseum, whatever shit you consider a floodgate. What if you didn't even have the option for floodgates? Then that would be some understandable bitching. But the easiest way to fight the shit is don't play a deck that a floodgate hurts. But motherfuckers don't want to hear that shit. Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't balanced. No shit, bitch. We know that already. But floodgates are really, when you think about it, the only relative balance that the game has. And by the way, if you're relying on floodgates to beat an opponent, you're a fucking idiot. End quote. Now, as much complaining that motherfuckers can do about what Konami makes in this game, they actually make archetypes susceptible to these certain floodgates. Now, what if they didn't do that? What if they didn't make pendulums like they made them? What if they made them even more broken? If you could play cards in the pendulum zones on top of each other, then a card like Anti-Speccl Fragrance, which is pretty shit, would have no fucking purpose. But since they made pendulums the way that they made them, Anti-Speccl is usable. It has a purpose. Banning floodgates will not solve any problems. It will just create another motherfucking problem. You can play all the motherfucking floodgates you want. I only need to have a decent draw to beat your perfect draw. And if you're playing a bunch of floodgates, you have to draw perfect all the time and you're not guaranteed to win at all. It just means that you might not lose the game, but since you're relying on floodgates, you've already put yourself at a disadvantage. Ban them shits. Fuck them. Now it's time for me to beg. Please click at least one advertisement. Yeah, motherfucker begging. You a lame ass motherfucker for begging for money. I'm not actually begging for money. I'm only asking for literally seconds out your day. And it helps me make that motherfucker DINERO to pay rent. Thank you very much in advance. If you do that shit, it is very much appreciated.